Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Jamestown Mall Car Show. I am flanked on either side of me by Larry Walters, the owner of Godfrey Motor Speedway, and Kyle Petty, driver of the Mellow Yellow Pontiac. Kyle, what are your comments on that incident during the Daytona 500? Okay, same as last time. Moving on to a more talkative subject, Larry, tell us a little bit about the season this year. You got a triple track deal going on with Peevely, Missouri, I-55 Speedway, and the St. Charles Speedway. How'd that all come about?
Well, I'm not sure how it came about, but I think we've got an exciting season in store for everybody with the late models, the UMP sanctioned modifieds, and our triple track street stocks. Be Friday night Godfrey Motor Speedway, Saturday at Peevely, and Sunday at St. Charles. I don't know. I think it's going to be a heck of a season. We'll have to wait and see. I think we're going to have a lot of race cars. We've got new cars. There's many new cars here, beautiful cars. It's been quite a show. It should be quite a season.
We're getting ready to see a few of the cars. Before we do that, I'd like to ask you, you're in your third year of ownership now. Things seem to have picked up a little bit every year, and the level of competition is just getting a little bit better as the years progress. You got to be happy with the things that are going.
We are. We're real happy. We couldn't want a better show than we had last year. If we can put on a show like that, we have great race cars. We've got good racers, some of the best drivers in the Midwest. If we can do that every year, we'll be real happy. I think the fans get a great show at all three tracks, and we hope to continue to do that. We've got a lot of improvements planned. It's just a slow thing, and as you know right now, it's been very difficult. The first sunshine we've seen all year.
All right, well, thanks for stopping in with us, and we're about ready to take a look at some of the other cars and drivers here at the mall.
Thank you, Don.
And we're back. We're down here on the far end of the mall with John Hobson. John, you've been running St. Charles quite a bit. You hit a few of the other tracks here in the past year. Got a great-looking car this year. Tell us a little bit about it.
Thanks. Mike Noel built my car last year. Built me a new one this year, and got a new motor program. We're going to try to shoot for the national championship this year. So hopefully everything works well. We'll do real well.
How long have you been racing now?
I'm going on my fourth year.
And what's the major success that's the highlight of your career so far?
Probably this year. This is my first year winning features. I won 4 of them. So it's real proud, and finished 20th in the nation in UMP. So I was real excited about that.
What do you think about the level of competition that the modifieds are starting to draw here in the St. Louis area?
I think it's the best in the whole United States. I've run all over the Midwest. I think if you can win in St. Louis area, you can go anywhere and win. There's the fastest cars are right here in the area.
As far as the triple track racing group goes, this is a new situation this year. We just talked to Larry Walters a little bit about it. What are your plans as far as hitting the 3 tracks this year?
I'm going to hit it some. Right, we're not more worried about the local tracks. We're going to hit the national. We're going to run a little bit in Kentucky, Illinois, trying to shoot for the national championship.
All right, thanks a lot for stopping in, and we're off to the next car and driver. If you're ready. Oh. And now we're talking to Rick Rhodes. Rick, you've been a street stock and pro stock champion for years and years, and now you're moving up to the modifieds. Tell us a little bit about the move, both from the car standpoint and from your own standpoint.
We decided to move up and change little things and try to go bigger and faster.
This is Marty Kopp's old car from last year, right?
Right. This is the old Wild One car, and we updated it and changed a few things.
How much stuff could you bring off your street stock as far as being put to use on this car?
We sold the street stock, and it went to Jacksonville, Illinois, complete.
Okay. Last year, we were talking about this a little bit earlier. You ran at the Illinois State Fairgrounds mile track, and it seems to me like that would have to be a pretty big thrill.
Yeah, it was, and that's kind of where I got the thought to getting one of these, and we liked it, and now I own one.
Also heard that you had a millionaire fan in the stands last year. Well, I don't know if you want to say millionaire, but someone that really wanted to sponsor you.
Yeah, we got Price Construction with us now, and we're going to name this in the Price Construction Special.
So he's going to be out there every week cheering you on, huh?
Oh, yeah.
All right, anything you want to add before we go on to the next driver?
I'd just like to thank all my sponsors, B&H, Team G, Kinder Service, STS Transmissions, and hope to see everybody at the races this year.
All right, well, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
And moving on down the line, we're talking to Tom Ogden. Tom, this is your first year, right?
Yeah, it's my first year.
How'd you get involved? What gave you the urge to get out on the track?
Well, I'm 31 now. I've always been into racing since I was 9, 10 years old. Always wanted to do it. This year I could afford it, or try to afford it anyway, about $6,000.
Where'd you get the car?
I bought it from Viaduct Auto Parts. It used to be Mike Nelson's, and it's been redone from top to bottom.
Okay. You from around this area, or you're going to be doing some traveling?
I'm from East Alton. I was born in St. Louis, but I live in East Alton now. I'm going to run the circuit around here, give it a shot, try it 3 nights a week if possible.
Trying 3 nights. That's going to be quite a grind, but rewards could be pretty good. Have you ever thought of moving up to, say, modifieds or anything like that, or are you happy just getting some experience right now?
Well, I want to try this year, maybe next year, and then I'm going to go to modified, and then beyond modified.
Are we talking NASCAR and Earnhardt and those?
Oh, that'd be nice, but ARCA, something like that.
Okay, great. Well, thanks for stopping in with us, and we'll see you at the track.
Okay.
Moving on down the line, we're at Tom Crankle's car now. Tom, you didn't race a whole lot at Godfrey last year, but you had a fairly successful season anyway in the number 92 car. Tell us what you did.
We finished at mid-season up at Jacksonville. We finished 4th in the mid-season. We finished 2nd in the season championship, and we finished 4th overall.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about this new car. It's not the same one you ran last year.
No, it's been a car that we've been working on for a couple of years. In last racing season, we didn't quite get done with it, so we just let it rest for the season, and we finished it over the winter, and here it is.
Built from scratch. What tracks are you running this year?
Probably Jacksonville and Peevely.
Okay, great. Anything you want to add before we go on to the next driver?
No, I just hope we have a good season.
All right, well, thanks for stopping in with us.
All right, thank you.
And now we're here with Brad Smith. Brad, this is a little bit of a change for you. We're used to seeing you in the Dale Earnhardt lookalike. Tell us how you got this ride right here.
Well, Doug, over the winter, I acquired a new ride. Car owner's name is John Breeding, and we've got a 2-car team this year. This 53 car, and I still have the black number 3 car, the Dale Earnhardt car, of course. And we're going to basically run Sunday nights, at St. Charles Speedway, and use the other car as a backup, so if we tear things up, we don't have to rush and make a hard week to be back at the track.
Tell us a little bit about your career so far. How long have you been racing, and what are some of the highlights?
Okay, Doug, this is my 4th year racing. My very first year off in the bomber class, of course, at Godfrey Motor Speedway. We won the championship. 1990, we won the 100-lapper event at St. Charles Speedway, and of course I finished 2nd and 3rd place in points the last couple years, and hoping to finally win a championship here again. It's been a long dry spell.
Are you planning on gunning for the championship and then moving on, or do you have plans to stay in street stock for a while?
Well, I'd like to stay in street stocks for a little while and get a little more experience. Of course, you know, until my finances change, I'll probably be where I'm at.
And I'm probably going to stay right here too, so I guess we'll be here together at St. Charles Speedway. Anything else you want to add before we move along?
I'd just like to say that John Breeding, car owner, AMT Racing Engines, and of course Thumper's Bar, our sponsor. Thanks.
Hey, you've been studying the NASCAR tapes quite a bit, haven't you?
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, thanks a lot. Okay, now we're talking to Tom Seats. Tom, you got a couple of cars here at your disposal. You got a late model and a modified. Tell us a little bit about both.
Well, this here late model is a new Larry Shaw car. It's a Larry Shaw copy, and Ron and Sandy Barker owns this thing, and we're going to run it and see what we can do this year with the late models at Godfrey and Peevely and St. Charles, and we're going to try to run up in the points. That's the goal this year, is trying to get in the top of the points with this late model.
And the modified, I understand, already has at least one race on it.
Yeah, we took that thing to Pensacola, Oklahoma last weekend. It didn't fare out so good, but we never made the show. They had 100 cars down there for that thing, and we was running 3rd in the heat and broke a rear end, and then it was a mess from then on. But I'm going to run for the points in that modified. I'm going to try to win that UMP modified deal this year, like I did that Econo deal.
Yeah, you've already won the Econo late model championship years previous. With your experience in the late models last year, are you still eligible for the rookie title in the super late models?
No, I'm not. I wound up 5th last year, 5th rookie of the year last year in the late models. We sold this late model last year, and I was point leader when we sold the thing. And then I sat out a whole month, and that's really what hurt me. But I'm out of that.
Do you have a preference between the two divisions of cars?
Oh, outstanding. This late model, hands down.
So looks like late model is going to be real exciting this year. We got a bunch of guys coming in, and been a lot of shuffling here in the St. Louis area. Who do you see as your main competition?
Well, you can't ever forget Eddie Dixon. There's a lot of fast guys out there. You know, John, Dick Taylor. There's just all kinds of fast guys out there. You know, and it's going to be a rough year in this late model.
Anything else you want to add before we turn this thing off?
No, just come to the races, fans. That's all we can do. You know, 93 ought to be a real good year for racing.
All right, thanks a lot. Now we're moving on down to a second-generation driver, Jake Seats the third, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, this is, I guess, for all intents and purposes, first year driving. You did a little bit last year?
Yes, I did, down Granite City.
Okay, how'd it feel out there?
Good. Car worked all right, and first time. You know, I hope to do better this year.
What are your goals for this year?
Just to keep the car out of trouble and, you know, finish in the top 5 and try to win the UMP, do whatever I can.
Okay, this is your dad's car from last year, right?
Yeah.
Why'd you decide to put number 18 on it?
Well, he wanted his number because, you know, that's his number, and he just wanted me to have my own, so I went with 18.
Sounds good enough. Running a Ford again this year?
Yes, I am.
What's the game plan with you and your dad out there on the track? Are you told to get out of the way whenever you see him coming?
No, just keep out in front and keep going.
Now, I have to double-check this because we're interviewing him next.
That's all right.
Okay, anything else you want to add before we move on down the line?
No, sir.
All right, well, thanks a lot. Okay, now we're talking to the elder statesman, or I guess we should say Jake Seats Jr., being the third we just talked to. Just talked to him. He said that he's going to race for it. If he sees it coming, he's not getting out of the way.
No, I might have to move him, Doug.
Forcefully or with a little bit of mental pressure?
Well, we'll put the bumper on him, and if he don't move with a little mental pressure, then it'll be forcefully.
Sounds like fun. Getting serious a little bit now. You got 2 cars to race here, a street stock this year we're calling them, and an UMP modified. Tell us a little bit first about this street stock we're standing next to.
Well, this street stock, Gilbert Kendall owns it, and we ran it last year, and we had good success with it, and we're looking for a good successful in 1993. We done a lot of work on the car, Adam and Gilbert and Frank and Pat, and they did a lot of effort on it, and we're going to try to get it up front and keep it there.
Okay. Last year ran real good. Had some tough breaks though. Looked like it was competitive most of the year around. And is there anything special that you changed around on it?
Yes, Doug, we did. Last year we broke our rear end, we lost the clutch, and we blowed a tire, and Adam went and bought some tires and wheels, and we did a little different on the rear end, and we just hope to put some Elmer's glue in it and keep going.
All right, moving over to the modified, a brand new car?
Well, it's new to us. It's 1 year old. It's a Harris car, and we bought it off Walsh, and he won the track champion in 1992 on asphalt, and we hope to take it on to 1993 on dirt.
Okay, tell us a little bit about the setup. I noticed it is a coil spring car, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how's the chassis setup different between that and a Leaf spring car?
Well, my old car was a stacked Leaf car. This is a coil car with a 4-bar under, and it's something new to us, but the chassis man, Dave Whistler, says the car is going to be fast, so we just got faith in Dave, and we're going to try it.
And if you can figure out what size engine you're using, you should be pretty good there. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we don't know. You know, we always kid with the Chevrolet guys. You never knew what they was running, and we just put on there a 355 or 406, and I'm a Ford man, and I don't know, so we'll just stick with that.
All right, anything you want to add before we move on down the line?
Yes, I want to thank Gilbert and Shirley Kinder and all the guys from Batstown area, and we just hope we have a 1993 and a successful year, and we're going for the 1993 UMP points nationwide.
All right, thanks a lot. We're getting ready to move on down the line with Scott Adney's car. Okay, now we're talking to John Seats. John, you've had quite a bit of success in your career. I see the 89 Econo Late Model Champion trophy right over here next to us. What's 1993 looking like for you?
Well, I'm supposed to drive Dave Jones's modified, and we're going to try to win the UMP champion with it and run this whenever we can.
So the modified is going to be the main focus this year?
Yeah, for me, Dave's going to take this. If Granite City runs once in a while, he's going to take this down there, or I'll run it. Godfrey.
Okay. Just about everyone I talked to said they're shooting for the modified title for UMP this year. Looks like there's going to be a lot of competition.
Yeah, they got a lot of nice cars. I was looking at them this morning, and it's going to be tough.
Hey, you've had experience in the 9S car last year, and before that you had your own 360 car. How's Dave's car different from those two cars? Is it better, worse, or different but still good?
No, his car's pretty fast. We went to Cola, Oklahoma last weekend and was running real good until little things happened, but we'd have won it if the battery hadn't fell out.
Now that usually means a rough track, so I don't think you have to worry about that much up here. We've got some smooth tracks. Every now and then get a little bit rough. What's your favorite track of the three that is in the tri-track?
I'm going to say Peevely.
Okay, just simply because it's fast and smooth?
Yeah, well, it was smooth. I don't know what it's going to be like this year since they put all the dirt on it.
Okay. Do you expect a lot of guys are going to be running for the triple track points?
Yeah, I'd say the majority of them will be. It'd be a good thing to win if you can do it.
Okay, anything you want to add before we shut it off?
Not really, just I need some sponsors if I run this thing.
All right, well, thanks a lot for stopping in.
Thank you.
Okay, now we're talking to Scott Adney, a street stock driver here in the Triple Track Racing Association. You raced a little bit last year. Tell us about how your season went.
Well, we started about mid-season, and we did fairly well, and figured we'd build another car for next year, so here we are again. We finished about 8th in points out of Granite City and about 22nd out of St. Charles. So we figured we did okay, didn't tear up too much.
And you're going to be part of a multi-car team this year?
We got 2 other drivers. You've seen them out. Last year you didn't see my old car out. He's still putting it together. You seen Doug Cheatham. He'll be with us. The other guy's name's Bo Toller. He'll be out with us, but we'll see what we can do.
Okay, tell us a little bit about this new car.
Well, the new car, we're running basically what everybody else is running. We got a 406 motor, 9-inch Ford rear end. Basically what everybody else is running.
Will you be trying for the Triple Track Point Championship? Going to run all 3 tracks?
We're going to run all 3 tracks, but I think we're just going to go out and have more fun. We're not going to try and be in a points race or nothing.
Okay, anything else before we shut it off for the night?
No, that's about all I can say now.
All right, well, thanks a lot. Okay, we're down here on the far end of the mall now with Dale Russell. Dale, you've got a brand new car out here, unlettered right now. Tell us a little bit about the car and your experience behind the wheel as well.
It's a Sargentson car. It come from Nebraska. I've got 5 races on it so far. I'm on a learning curve still. I don't know what else to tell you about it. It's Chevrolet.
You raced for a little bit in 85, you were saying?
Yeah, I ran a sportsman car at Godfrey for a while. I got a little bit of experience driving, but...
Okay, what tracks are you planning on running? Are you going to concentrate on just one or try to run all 3 in the triple track?
I'll probably just run at Godfrey. Work keeps me from being able to race at all the other tracks.
Sounds good. Got any sponsors, potential sponsors, or is that why you got it out here unlettered?
Unlettered, I'd like to pick up some. It's hip pocket so far.
Okay, well, just keep her looking this nice and get a few good runs. Shouldn't be any problem at all. Thanks for stopping in with us, and we'll go on down to the next driver in just a second. Hey, last driver we're going to talk to. Driver of the number 9 car, Terry James, got the number 6 over here on the other side of us. We'll get some video on that in a second. Terry got a 2-car team this year. Things looking up from last year, or just kind of run into some money that we'd all like to find?
No, we didn't really run into any extra money, but we thought it'd be nice to have a spare car. When we break the 9 car, we'll have a backup maybe.
This is a brand new car, the number 9 car. Tell us a little bit about it. I understand it's built slightly different from the number 6, which was your car last year.
Right. It's pretty much the same car, but it's got an 1 3/4 roll cage on the instead of 1 5/8 like the 6 car. We did that so we can go run some of the bigger races. We didn't get to run last year because we had the small cage.
6 cars being driven by 2 drivers this year, Scott Conway and Roger Bird. How'd that deal come about?
I'm not real sure. Dell and Roger and Scott got together and worked out a deal. And I don't know a whole lot about it, but I know that's what's going to happen.
But that will be your backup car in case number 9 gets wrecked. You'll be able to take that over, no problem at all, and keep chasing points.
Right. That's the ideal behind the whole setup. Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful cars out here. Looks like a lot of work's been going into it. How much work have you had to do over the wintertime to get these 2 prepared?
Well, the 6 car wasn't too bad because everything was there. We had it pretty much ready to go by the end of December. The 9 car was quite a bit of work because we got a little bit late and we lost the rent on we lost our shop we had, so we're kind of scrambling on it right now.
Okay, well, we're about ready to shut her down. Anything you want to say before we kick this thing back over to just wherever we plan to go? Boy, that was a good one.
Just not really. Just like to thank all our sponsors and everything. And that's about it.
All right, great. Well, we'll see you at the racetrack. Stay tuned. We're going to show some still videos of all the cars here at the show.